I've always found it really important to have some balance in my routines. At the very least, have an equal amount of work and things I really enjoy doing. Because being a minimalist doesn't mean my activities have to consist of things like staring at a blank wall after I declutter everything. I've been able to find or maintain some hobbies that I really love doing before and after practicing minimalism, and I wanted to share them today in a video. And this isn't even supposed to be a list of recommendations, just me sharing the things that I enjoy doing with the hope of possibly giving you some inspiration. These are my current favorite hobbies or activities as a minimalist. And I say current because naturally people's interests change over time, and some of the things I'm going to talk about today I've been doing years longer than others. But first, if you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Here we talk about minimalism, frugal living, tech, and things of that nature. So if that sounds good to you, and you end up liking the video, be sure to like, and please unlock the path of Ashanti on the subscribe button. Let's get started. Fiction reading. I've been making claims about how important fiction reading is to me for some time now. And it's first on this list because it's arguably the most important hobby in my life for the time being. Reading, and reading fiction stories more specifically, is the simplest, most effective, and immersive way for me to forget about the outside world and actually feel like my mind is taking a break. I can go into several reasons why it's just such a good hobby, especially while practicing minimalism. Reasons like having the lowest barrier to entry, and even being free to an extent when I consider the library. Those reasons, combined with the joy I get from reading, just make it nearly a perfect hobby for me. I actually just made a Goodreads account where I write book reviews for books that I've read or am reading. I'll have that link in the description box if you're interested. I'm currently in the middle of reading The Will of Many, and if this doesn't get turned into a book or a movie one day, I'd be shocked. Skateboarding. Now, skateboarding was the very first thing I actually remember loving to do. And when I think of the reasons why, it fits in so well with simple living. All I really need to enjoy skateboarding is myself and the board. No waiting for people to show up, no internet connection, and just a sidewalk. But when I think about what really made me fall in love with it as a kid, and maybe even more so as a geriatric, is the fact that I can step on this, be outside, and I'm hardly thinking about anything else going on in the world. It's really hard for me to recommend just anyone pick up a skateboard and start skating, especially at a later age. But I definitely think just cruising on a longboard can give a similar experience, and arguably a better experience, because in my opinion, it's far easier. Riding around the park with headphones in is just, and always has been, a super meditative experience for me, and that's including all the times I've busted my ass, which is more times than I care to count. In the end, I think any engaging outdoor sport or activity goes hand in hand with simple living because of how little it requires and how much it helps me unplug and just how generally enjoyable it is. I'm going to take a quick moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, Plank Mattress. Plank Mattress is the mattress we've been sleeping on for about the past month or so. Plank offers an ultra-firm, flippable mattress designed to promote a neutral spine position, improving back health and posture, and is endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association. My girlfriend and I needed a new mattress for the bedroom, where it is just warmer than anywhere else in the home. So based on that, we decided to go with the king-sized firm Luxe with Glaciotech cooling cover. It came compact and rolled up and expanded instantly onto the frame. And even though I absolutely whacked my shin on the bed frame, yeah, some skin came off of that. And I was able to tell right away that this is high quality. And after about a month of sleeping on it, I noticed even Jinx is sleeping with us much more often. If you slept on a firm mattress, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it feels like you're floating on top of it instead of sinking into it like I was with the previous mattress. And that firmness means I'm not waking up my girlfriend, or more importantly, the cat when I get out of bed first thing in the morning. What we like most is how supportive it is and how much faster we've been falling asleep on a firmer mattress. With Plank Mattress, you get a 120 night sleep trial along with a limited lifetime warranty. Plankmattress.com delivers your mattress right to your door for free in the US because they're designed, assembled, and shipped right out of their factory in Arizona. Plank keeps it simple, offering two options, the Firm and Firm Luxe, both of which feature a dual comfort design, allowing to flip it over for different firmness. I've slept on cheap mattresses my entire life, and I really wish I had made this change much sooner. If you're looking for a new bed, check out plankmattress.com or click the link below and get 30% off your order with code Garafola. Again, that link's in the description box if you're interested. Thanks again to Plank Mattress for sponsoring this video. Plant care. And this is without a doubt one of the most therapeutic hobbies I've ever picked up. And I don't think you need more than just one single small plant you care about to get joy out of this. I have been, and still am, showing plants that I've had for years in all of my videos. But behind the scenes, there are moments where we're clipping dead leaves and watering them, which only take a few minutes, but those minutes are just so peaceful. Not to mention, they're far less demanding than a cat. And while I don't have any kids, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume they're far easier than kids as well. It's really hard to explain without sounding super pretentious, but just having them around areas where I spend a lot of time make those areas far more enjoyable to be. If you go back literal years in some of my videos, you'll see most of the exact same plants that I have now, specifically this succulent and money tree I've had for about 3 years that I got at the grocery store I was working at. I've noticed that for me, caring for plants became a simple, grounding part of my day, fostering a calm and intentional lifestyle. Drawing. As often as I show sketching and digital drawing that I've made on my iPad here on my channel, make no mistake, I am far from a good artist. I feel like some people just have that bone where they're great at drawing right away. I'm not one of those people. And even with that being the case, I still find so much enjoyment, immersion, and relaxation when I sit down to sketch for a little while. And I think that's the case because that's exactly what this is supposed to be for me. Something that distracts me for a little while and a little bit of a creative outlet. I've been able to share some of the things I've made on my iPad as wallpapers on my Ko-Fi page, where they're still completely free to download. And along with fiction reading, getting lost in trying to create an image completely from scratch is one of my favorite ways to forget about the outside world for a little while. I seriously get so focused on each and every line, color, shadow, and brush I'm playing around with on Procreate that it's easy to just sink a ton of hours into this and always feel satisfied afterwards. Cooking. I hesitated to even consider this a hobby because it's an actual necessity to survive, but I enjoy my time in the kitchen so much that I decided to include it. When I think of why I love all my other hobbies, cooking really aligns with them in so many ways. It aligns in ways just like being focused on the task at hand, being hands-on, and the common theme today, forgetting about the world for a little bit. And along with those reasons, cooking is just a really good skill to have. I definitely don't make anything super sophisticated. As a matter of fact, I've been making the same things pretty much every single day, but I truly love those rather quiet moments where I'm cutting onions and preparing dinner before I remember I still have to clean up everything that I used. But honestly, I think the most definite reason why I believe cooking aligns with simple living is because it truly forces me to slow down, be intentional, and enjoy the result of whatever I just put all that time into. Gaming. I'm always interested to see how much feedback I get about gaming when I talk about it in videos, because it seems like a lot of people also enjoy doing it as a hobby. There's no written rule anywhere that minimalism and simple living can't coexist with gaming, and there have been points in my life where I've actually known people that have openly called them waste of time, but shamelessly spent hours a day on TikTok. I never really understood that. I mostly limit myself to gaming at night when I really do need something to unwind from the day. And without diving too much into the specifics, I remember reading a study claiming that Animal Crossing helped people deal with loneliness during the beginning of COVID, which if you know anything about that game, it's the absolute perfect thing to get completely immersed in and honestly just cheer you up when you're down, which ultimately is what I want from all of my hobbies. Immersion, having fun, and feeling better afterwards. Altogether, these were just some of my favorite hobbies that I believe align with me living a simple life. Now that I'm looking back at this list, only a couple of these things are actually even social activities, but I for one don't mind spending time alone and enjoying the quiet that comes along with some of these hobbies. I hope you got some value out of seeing some of the things that I'm enjoying doing right now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are into down in the comments. Anyways, as always, I appreciate the time you spent here and I appreciate you watching. If you did like this video and you like this type of content, be sure to like and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.